Laura Hall's poignant narrative about her parents, Irene and Ralph Hall, offers a deep exploration into the intricate tapestry of love, sacrifice, and the challenging dynamics of human relationships. This story is set against the backdrop of mid-20th century America, a time when societal norms and prejudices placed significant constraints on personal freedoms, particularly concerning sexual orientation. Ralph Hall, born in 1918, was openly gay during the 1930s, a daring stance in an era marked by severe repercussions for such openness. His early life was punctuated by both boldness and hardship. In 1939, Ralph attended a party in the Hollywood Hills, a gathering spot for gay filmmakers and musicians. This event led to his arrest when police officers raided the party. Although he was released the next day due to a lack of evidence, the incident foreshadowed the numerous challenges he would face due to his sexuality. Later, Ralph was caught in an illegal sting operation targeting gay men in Pasadena, which resulted in police extorting him for money. These experiences crushed his dreams of becoming a schoolteacher and living openly with a boyfriend. As World War II loomed, Ralph attempted to enlist in the U.S. Navy but was rejected due to his record indicating he was gay. The Army eventually accepted him, likely out of necessity as the war intensified and the demand for able-bodied men increased. Ralph's life took a significant turn when he met Irene at a USO dance on the San Francisco Peninsula before shipping out for the war. Irene, still in high school, was immediately charmed by Ralph, who stood out with his big blue eyes and white teeth. Their meeting led to a whirlwind romance, culminating in a telegram proposal from Ralph: "Arrive in Frisco tomorrow. Marry me, dearest." Despite her mother's horror at the idea, Irene, only 18 at the time, accepted. The couple's post-war life was filled with both joy and complexity. They had 4 children, with Laura being the second born. Ralph's role in the family was unconventional for the time. He selected clothes for his children, styled their hair, and engaged them in activities like crocheting and needlepoint. He also took on the role of a cultural guide, introducing his children to operas, musicals, plays, and museums in San Francisco. Ralph's contributions to the household contrasted sharply with the more traditional, rough-and-tumble activities expected of fathers in their neighborhood. When Laura reached her 20s, she confronted Ralph about his suspected infidelities, hoping to find some common ground for her own romantic struggles. It was during a hike in the hills above their family home that Ralph revealed his truth: "Honey, I'm gay. I've always been gay." This admission was a revelation for Laura, though she had always sensed that her father was different from other dads. Ralph's openness with Laura marked the beginning of a deeper understanding of her parents' relationship. He shared stories of his life before and during his marriage to Irene, explaining how Irene discovered his sexuality in the 1950s. Upon finding revealing photos of Ralph with other men, Irene had been hysterical, prompting Ralph to rush home from work, fearing the worst for one of his children. When the truth was revealed, Ralph offered to leave, promising to support her and their children financially for the rest of his life. However, Irene, despite her initial shock, pleaded with him to stay, expressing her enduring love for him. And so, Ralph stayed, becoming a devoted husband and father while navigating his complex identity. For decades, Laura grappled with her parents' unconventional marriage, questioning whether they had the relationship they truly wanted. Despite the challenges, both Ralph and Irene maintained that they loved each other deeply. Irene's support for Ralph extended into his later life when he became an advocate for the LGBTQ+ community, establishing the first LGBT section in the local library and volunteering for the Shanti Project during the AIDS crisis. The night before Irene's death in 2006, Laura witnessed a deeply intimate moment between her parents. As Irene lay unconscious, Ralph approached her bedside and tenderly said, "Rusty, I'm so glad you said yes." To Laura's amazement, Irene, who had been unresponsive for 24 hours, replied, "I'd do it all over again." This exchange reaffirmed the profound love they shared, a love that endured despite the many obstacles they faced. Ralph lived for another 2 years after Irene's death, often speaking of her and even claiming to hear her voice. His dedication to her memory was evident in the way he maintained his home, always considering how she would have liked it. Ralph passed away in 2008 at the age of 90, leaving behind a legacy of love and resilience. Laura's journey to understand her parents' relationship took a significant turn after a public talk in San Francisco's Castro district, a historic LGBTQ+ neighborhood. Faced with criticism from audience members who saw her father as a traitor to the gay movement or as cruel for hiding his sexuality from her mother, Laura felt a deep sense of unease and shame. These accusations caused her to question her father's integrity, a man she had always known to be loving and caring. Years later, Laura found solace in Bradley Cooper's biopic Maestro, which depicted the complex marriage of Leonard Bernstein and Felicia Montealegre. This film helped Laura reconcile her feelings and articulate the unique nature of her parents' love story. She realized that while their relationship might not fit neatly into societal expectations, it was filled with love and mutual respect. Reflecting on her father's final moments, Laura recalled his bewildering last words to her: "Turn the clock back, Laurie. Turn it back." Though she didn't understand his exact meaning, she interpreted it as a desire for more time either with his beloved wife and children or perhaps to live his life more openly. Laura's story, ultimately, is a testament to the different forms love can take and the enduring power of acceptance and understanding. Her parents' lives, though imperfect and shaped by the prejudices of their time, were filled with love. This love not only sustained them through decades of societal pressure and personal challenges but also provided Laura with a foundation of strength and compassion. Laura Hall, born on the San Francisco Peninsula during the post-World War II baby boom, came of age during the rebellious 1960s, a period marked by the Summer of Love in San Francisco. Her memoir, Affliction, Growing Up with a Closeted Gay Dad, published in 2021, has garnered acclaim for its honest and heartfelt portrayal of her family's unique and touching story.